Happy whatever day of the week this is for you. I wanted to apologize in advance for my voice. I've been under the weather for the past few days, but I didn't want to hold this video up any longer. So, without further ado, let's get into a little storytelling for today. Is this you? Life sometimes gets in the way of the best laid out plans. I didn't intend to end up here, residing in a location that's been difficult to escape from. It's a place where intense battles with inactivity occur. I know I need to get away from here, but I'm stuck and I can't seem to get out. Inactivity, or maybe I should say, the lack of motivation, has really hit me like a firing artillery of bricks. I can only begin to infer why this, why now, and where in the world did it come from. I realize that inactivity doesn't have to have a rhyme or reason for its onslaught, but I personally attributed its aggressive offense as the result of several apparent factors. It could be due to the untimely lack of energy I routinely feel during the winter season, which I'm currently experiencing on my side of the world. It's a time when the temperatures drop, the daytime illumination winds down earlier, and my inner instinct to hibernate kicks into full gear. Or maybe it's the busyness of life that strikes like a whirlwind that may let up slightly from time to time, but never truly goes away. It can build up in intensity over and over again, zapping whatever energy reserves I have remaining after the cold front offers its initial blow. And the third instigator could be those unique obstacles, seemingly designed just for me, that ultimately cause a certain level of progress to be disrupted in my personal as well as professional endeavors. Now, I'm not trying to play the blame game, but at this point in time, I can only surmise that I'm under full-blown attack. How do I defend myself or even begin to fight back? I mean, it doesn't help that I'm one of the biggest procrastinators out there, and I find it incredibly difficult to get from under its influence. I'm aware that what I'm doing when I procrastinate is trying to postpone the inevitable. I'm actively choosing to deal with things at a future time instead of addressing them head on within a timely manner. Or I'm secretly wishing to avoid those things altogether with the hope that they'll somehow go away, which almost never happens. However, since I apparently must have a very short-term memory, the lesson I continue to relearn repeatedly is that procrastination leads to no resolution. I must say, I'm between a rock and a hard place. If you can relate to this scenario, you're not alone. This was me about 2.5 months ago, and guess what? I'm now saying enough is enough. It's like I've adopted a new lease on life, and the contract terms say, get things done in 2019 through infinity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear would say. What I want you to take away from today's confession session is the fact that there is hope. How do I know? Well, because right after I woke up out of the deep sleep that inactivity placed me in, I completed a 30-day challenge and posted daily progress on the completion of some much-needed tasks. Then I proceeded to start this YouTube channel. Now, if that isn't an offensive blow to inactivity, I don't know what is. So what was the straw that finally broke the camel's back and made her say, no more? Well, I'm sorry to leave you cliffhanging, but no can tell until next week. I promise I won't leave you dangling for long because I am painfully aware that the identification of a problem is only one half of the puzzle. You have to supply the other half through a solution in order to get the puzzle's complete picture. So let me digress for a moment. Look, I'm currently offering you a real-life example of the cliffhanger tactic that builds interest for the topic at hand, which in this case, it's the topic of the attack of inactivity, and the cliffhanger keeps people coming back for more. So feel free to use this maneuver at your discretion. By previous indirect observation, I can affirm that the cliffhanger can be very powerful at times. But I'll be able to personally confirm that it truly works if you tune in next week for the top 5 defensive strategies in fighting against inactivity. Like, share, and subscribe.